Hi everyone, I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Lisette Howard, and today I'm making a quick video to talk about something that's become unbelievably popular. I'm sure you guys have seen it all over Instagram and social media, and at the same time something that's very controversial. And what I'm talking about is the use of waist cinchers, something that looks like this. Now, before you guys go comment crazy on this, I'm only giving you guys my perspective, like if I use it, if I don't, how it works for me, why. And there's a lot of things and a lot of questions that you guys have been sending me, a lot of comments that you've left on other videos asking me about these waist cinchers. So I'm doing a review on them and just kind of giving you guys my perspective. If you don't agree, I completely get it. There's a lot of people who don't. But I've gotten a lot of questions, especially from you ladies who are in the fitness industry and who are competing for the first time. You've seen it everywhere and you guys want to know if it works or not. So here we go. This is just my opinion. So first of all, if you guys don't know, I'm Cuban, I'm Hispanic. My mom has been using waist cinchers since she was like in her 20s. They've been around for a long time. Some people call them squeams, some people call them corsets, some people call them cinchers. In the Latin culture, at least in my family, women have been using this for a long time. It keeps their waist really nice and tight and it keeps it small. So when I started competing and I started noticing that a lot of these athletes had the smallest waists on earth, I'm talking about like 20 to 21 inch waist, which is like ridiculously small. I remember getting a call from my mom telling me, you know what, you need to try a waist cincher because that stuff really works. So I was like, okay, why not? You know, I'm willing to try whatever. So I purchased a waist cincher. I purchased actually one that looks like this. I like this one because it's a little bit more industrial. It's longer, so it keeps the lower abs really tight. I tried it just to see if it was really gonna work, and honest to God, from the moment that I put it on, it kept me so contracted and so tight and incredibly lifted that I felt amazing. I loved wearing it. I started off with a 26-inch waist, or 25 and a half. After wearing this for about 2 weeks, my waist was down to like 23 inches, which I thought was unbelievable. I was starting to lose a little bit of body fat, so of course I attribute some of the tightness from that. But for me, it personally has worked. There's different waist cinchers out there. So you've seen, I'm sure, on IG, the ones that look like this. They're a little bit more sporty. They're more flexible. They're like more athletic, for more athletic use. I like this one. It's not my favorite because it's a little bit too short. If you guys see in the center, it's a little bit shorter and it's so flexible because you can use it like to go running or just to sweat, that my core is actually stronger than this. And if you guys are looking to use a waist cincher, you want to get one that's stronger than your core, especially if you're an athlete and you're used to doing planks and sit-ups or a lot of like conditioning training. Your core is pretty tight, so you want one that's a little bit stronger. That's why I like this bigger one that's a little bit longer. It comes down to my lower abs, and I personally have seen an amazing difference from using it. Usually when I'm getting ready for a show, I'll wear it for 3 or 4 hours a day leading into my show, and I know that it helps me drop a little bit of water. It keeps me contracted. So I mentioned that these waist cinchers were very controversial. And one of the reasons why they're controversial is because a lot of people say that it's scientifically impossible to kind of realign your rib cage and make your waist physically smaller. And I can tell you from my own experience that it is physically possible to make your waist smaller. First and foremost, this has a locking mechanism. It has these little clips that lock you in, keeping your core so tight that it forces you to breathe up. Not only helping you breathe better, but it also allows you to keep your posture really lifted. When you breathe up, and if you try to use if you want to do this with me, if you take a deep breath, you naturally lift up when you take a deep breath, making your waist smaller. So what happens when you use this waist cincher is that when you're locked in and you're breathing up, it helps your organs kind of tuck themselves back in and almost up towards your rib cage, and it allows those breaths that are usually out and extending your ribs out to stay tight and lifted. So I can tell you that this absolutely works. It is possible to keep your waist tight, especially for you moms out there who carry a lot of this lower weight in your lower abdomen from having children. It allows you to keep your lower abs so contracted that that cavity that's extended forward it's tight, it's a muscle. So when you contract that muscle and squeeze and you leave it there for enough time, it's gonna stay that way. So again, I've seen a huge difference from using it. I know a lot of athletes, a lot of people in the sport who use it. For those of you who are not in fitness or don't really care about bringing your waist in, the sport that I'm in is purely aesthetic. It's just about the way that you look. It's not about how great your personality is or how intelligent you are. Those things come into effect when it comes to endorsements and things like that. But when you're on stage and you're getting judged solely on your body, every little bit of an edge helps. And for me, I've seen a huge difference from using a waist cincher. So you ladies out there, if you want to try it or you haven't tried it and you're thinking maybe I should, I'm not telling you to go get it, and I'm not, I don't endorse any product, but I can just tell you from my own experience, I love to use it even when I'm off season and I feel like, okay, naturally I'm getting a little bit more body fat and I want to keep myself tight. I'm going out for an event, I'm going to wear a tight dress. I'll wear it for a couple of hours just to keep me tight and help me expel that water. So it really works for me. So if you ladies have any questions or you want to know more about it in detail, or you guys want to know which specific brand I use, please shoot me an email at howard.lisette@gmail.com. You guys can also leave your comments below. Feel free to leave whatever you want. Anything negative, I mean, like I told you guys, this is just my perspective and what I do. It's not universal. But please feel free to leave your comments below if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about. And please follow me on Instagram. I post daily progress and pictures and tons of workout tips. You can find me under LisetteHoward_fitness. And that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao.